Armor is one of the most essential things in Conan Exiles. It doesn't just reduce the damage you take in combat, it can also protect you from harsh weather. And let's be honest, it also gives your character that badass look in the exiled lands. But to get the best armor in the game, you don't just need materials, you need the right people crafting it for you. That's where armorers come in. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about armorers, what they do, why they matter, and how they can significantly improve the quality of your armor. Since armor isn't just about metal, we'll also cover related systems, such as the tannery and the tanner, because without leather, you won't get very far. Armorers and tanners, their roles and benefits. Let's start with one of the most important crafting stations in your entire armor progression, the tannery. The tannery is where you turn raw animal hides into leather, which is a core material for crafting most armor sets in the game. But before you can even start producing leather, you need fuel, and that fuel is bark. The best way to farm bark is by using a pick or pickaxe on trees, especially dead trees and dead logs, because they give much higher bark yield compared to normal trees. Now, let's go through the different tannery tiers. The basic tannery is the very first tannery you unlock in Conan Exiles, and you gain access to it at level 10. It serves as your starting point for leather production in the early game. It comes with 24 inventory slots, while all higher tiers give you 48 slots. It also has standard crafting speed and basic fuel usage, making it useful at the start. The Tier 2 option is the Improved Tannery, which unlocks at level 30. It gives you more inventory space and better fuel duration, which makes your production more stable and efficient for longer crafting sessions in the early to mid-game. The Tier 3 options are the Plant-Based Tannery and the Precision Tannery, both unlocked at level 56. The Plant-Based Tannery focuses on fuel efficiency. It does not provide any crafting speed bonus, but instead offers the longest fuel duration and the lowest fuel consumption, making it ideal for long-term production when you want to conserve resources rather than craft quickly. The Precision Tannery focuses on speed. It offers the fastest crafting time, but it also consumes fuel faster. Even so, the increased crafting speed can still make it more fuel efficient overall than lower tier tanneries when producing large batches of items, thanks to how quickly it processes each craft. Here is a comparison of the crafting speed and fuel duration of all tannery tiers.
And here are all the materials you can process in the tannery. And finally, if you place a tanner in the tannery, they will increase crafting speed. And the higher tier your tanner is, the more crafting speed bonus they provide. A Tier 4 tanner provides the highest crafting speed bonus, making them the ideal choice for maximizing leather production. Their crafting speed bonus also affects the tanner's table and the artisan table as well. Now let's talk about the tanner's table. The tanner's table is a specialized workstation used to process, refine, and convert various animal materials into resources needed for leather production. This includes different types of hides, pelts, furs, and creature skins that you collect throughout the exiled lands. There are two versions of the Tanner's Table, the Basic Tanner's Table and the Improved Tanner's Table. The main differences between them are crafting speed and inventory capacity. The Improved Tanner's Table offers faster processing speeds and more inventory slots, allowing you to handle larger batches of materials more efficiently. One useful tip is understanding how hide conversion works between the Tanner's Table and the tannery. For example, reptile hide can be converted into regular hide using the Tanner's Table. As you can see here, 2 reptile hides are converted into 3 regular hides, and it takes 3 regular hides to produce 1 leather in the tannery. However, if you place those same 2 reptile hides directly into the tannery and use bark as fuel, you will get 4 leather, along with tar as a byproduct. So if your goal is simply to maximize the amount of leather you get from your materials, the tannery is actually the better option for this conversion. With a Tier 4 tanner thrall, you also unlock 2 additional recipes on the tanner's table. The first is Extract Silk, which converts 10 fat grubs into 1 silk. The second is Weave, which converts 2 gossamer into 1 silk. And gossamer can be obtained by using a sickle on spiders.
Now, let's move on to the Armorer's Bench. The Armorer's Bench is where you craft and upgrade all your armor pieces, making it one of the most important stations for your overall progression in Conan Exiles. The first tier is the basic Armorer's Bench, which you unlock at level 10. It comes with 24 inventory slots, while all higher tiers provide 48 slots. It also has standard crafting speed and basic resource usage, making it useful in the early game. Next is the Improved Armorer's Bench, which unlocks at level 30. This version offers roughly 2 times faster crafting speed compared to the basic bench, along with better material cost reduction, making it a strong mid-game upgrade. The Tier 3 options are the Campaign Armorer's Bench and the Garrison Armorer's Bench, both unlocked at level 56. The Campaign Armorer's Bench focuses on speed, offering the fastest crafting time among all armor benches. It is ideal when you want to produce gear quickly, but it does not provide any cost reduction bonus. The Garrison Armorer's Bench focuses on efficiency, providing the highest material cost reduction, allowing you to craft armor using fewer resources, but without any crafting speed bonus. Here is a comparison of the crafting speed and crafting production cost of all Armorer's Benches.
Besides the Improved Armorer's Bench, these Tier 3 Armorer's Benches also enable you to craft epic armor sets, making them essential upgrades for late-game progression. However, don't get rid of your Improved Armorer's Bench. Non-epic armor sets cannot be crafted on Tier 3 benches, so it's still worth keeping around.
Now we come to the main highlight of this guide: Armorers. Armorers are the key to unlocking the full potential of your armor system in Conan Exiles. When you assign an armorer to an Armorer's Bench, they provide crafting bonuses that improve your armor in different ways, depending on the tier and type of armorer you use. Armorers can also be assigned to other stations, like the Saddler's Work Table, Tinker's Bench, Tanner's Table, Artisan Table, and Casting Table. Now let's go through each Armorer tier. The first tier is Armorer 1. This tier does not provide any additional recipes. However, they still give a basic crafting bonus when assigned to a bench, improving your overall armor production efficiency compared to crafting without a thrall. Next is Armorer 2. When assigned, they unlock additional recipes, including the Derkido Dancer armor set, the Zamorian Dancer armor set, as well as the leather apron and leather work gloves. They also provide a better crafting bonus compared to Armorer 1. After that is Armorer 3. This tier includes all previous Armorer recipes and adds even more, including the Stygian armor set, Black Hand trousers, and Black Hand vest. They also provide a higher crafting bonus, making them significantly more valuable than the previous tier. Finally, we have Armorer 4, the highest tier and the best armorers in the game. When assigned, they provide all previous armorer recipes, plus additional ones such as the Bearer Pack, Heavy Leather Helmet,
heavy-plated helmet, and horned heavy-plated helmet. The Darfari speaker mask used to be part of their recipe pool, but I believe it has been removed from the game for a long time. There are 3 types of Tier 4 armorers, each specializing in a different bonus. Scout Rights provide the best reduction in weight for crafted armor pieces. Shield Rights provide the highest armor value for crafted gear, and Temper Rights provide the highest durability for crafted equipment. Temper Rights are also the only armorer type that unlocks the Grandmaster Armor Repair Kit at the Tinker's Bench.
Another important feature is that if you have multiple armorers in your base, you can switch between them directly in the crafting interface. This allows you to choose which armorer's bonus you want to apply when crafting each item. Just make sure the crafting is fully completed before switching to another armorer for the next item. And here's an important extra tip. Any armorer, regardless of tier, also unlocks additional recipes at the Tanner's table. These include Weave, which crafts silk from gossamer, and another one is the Stitch recipe, which creates thick hide using 4 regular hide and 1 twine. This is especially useful in the early game because it allows you to craft better armor without needing to travel into more dangerous areas early on to farm thick hides from creatures like elephants, rhinos, or gorillas. In addition, once you've learned the Pride of the Silent Legion knowledge at the Black Keep, assigning an armorer of any tier to the Improved Armorer's Bench or Tier 3 Armorer's Benches will unlock the Redeemed Legion armor set for crafting. When it comes to finding armorers, the main challenge is that their spawns are heavily RNG dependent and can occur at multiple camps. To verify their possible spawn locations, I tested each camp several times to determine whether an armorer could reliably appear there.
And that's it. Everything you need to know about armorers, along with the essential information about tanners and how both can impact your progression in Conan Exiles. If you have any additional tips, tricks, or information that I may have missed, feel free to share them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.